The new DNC, which voted yesterday against holding a climate debate, has taken at least $60,000 from fossil fuel executives since the beginning of the year. So you remember the DNC, they passed a rule that said no fossil fuel money, and then they reversed it. They fucking reversed it. What? You lost to Trump, and you think the way to beat them is to get deeper into bed with the fossil fuel companies, not stand for anything, be part of the problem. That's the Democrats' big idea, and they took $60,000. And so here is Simone Sanders, who is now Joe Biden's press secretary. Listen to what, so here she is doing a word salad about why they shouldn't have a debate about climate change. Not that they should do something about it, but she doesn't even want us to fucking talk about it. Ready? Watch this. By the way, this is at the DNC meeting in San Francisco just this week. Here we go.
Planned Parenthood hosted a forum where 20 candidates showed up. There was a forum specifically about black women. A number of candidates showed up. There is a forum that Latino Victory Fund is hosting in the coming weeks and months, I believe, where a number of candidates are slated to show up with the slant on Puerto Rico. We are fundamentally, this resolution right now would fundamentally change the game in terms of what has
If you just say the word fundamentally as many times as possible, people will think you know what you're talking about. Fundamentally. Don't worry if you don't know what she's saying. She's not fucking saying anything. Fundamentally.
Been communicated to not only campaigns, but networks, but other, as I like to call them, factions of the Democratic Party. And I fundamentally believe that climate change is an existential threat. Just as much of a threat, if not more of a threat than Donald Trump. But I do...
She says, I fundamentally believe that climate change is an existential threat, just like I believe Donald Trump is an existential threat. Yeah, but you don't want to fucking do anything about this existential threat? Okay, you get that. That word salad comes with a Comcast dinner, I think.
We have to think about the other folks that communicated they wanted a debate, that were told a debate is 2 or more people, and so you may not have a debate, but you can in fact have a forum.
A forum?
And we support forums, but I think this is dangerous territory in the middle of a Democratic primary process. And
she thinks it's dangerous to talk about climate. She thinks climate change is an existential threat, but super dangerous to talk about it.
I absolutely support Christine's point about perhaps we should chop up our platform. Our debate should be theme focused. But frankly, that is a conversation we should have had last summer.
Why?
That's not a feasible conversation to have this summer.
Why? She's like, we should have had this conversation last summer if we were going to have a climate change debate, not now. Why? You're all sitting there right now, fucking talk about it. All right.
As we are nearly 1/3 of the way through a Democratic primary process.
Did you hear her math on that? She goes, we're 3/4 of the way through a third of the way through. Well, I'll play for you.
Nearly 1/3 of the way through a Democratic primary process.
That was a slip on her part because she works for Biden. So it's just like, how much longer does he have to dig the hole? We're 3/4 done, right? A third, son of a bitch.
That's to me. If you type Biden 30330, it makes more sense than what she just said. What she said makes about as much sense as working for Bernie in 2016 and then working for Joe Biden in 2020. So they're not going to talk about it. They voted against it. I showed you that. Tulsi released a letter, and she says, if you look at the second, she says, this is why I'm calling on the DNC to hold a debate dedicated exclusively to climate change. America and the world needs leadership on this issue now more than ever. So she was saying that she supported forums, but not debates. Well, that's what she was saying, right? Did you hear? She was supporting forums. Hey, come see a live Jimmy Dore show September 1st in San Francisco, September 8th in Baltimore, the 16th of September we're in Seattle. Go to jimmydorecomedy.com for a link for all of our live dates and tickets. Plus, become a subscriber to our Patreon That's a great way to help support the show. You get hours of bonus material every week, or you can sign up directly over at jimmydorecomedy.com, and you cut out Patreon altogether. Thanks for your support.